Hey you guys, it's Christina here, and I'm sitting next to my stash of projects. If you've seen my last video, I talked about how each one of these trays behind me is a different video project that I have in mind. But before I do that, I have to get through some hauls because I have been hauling craft supplies. Yeah, raise your hand if that's you too. Like you are really good at buying craft supplies. That's me. So today's video, we're gonna do an Amazon haul. I'm gonna show you some of the things I've been hauling and gathering in order to do these videos. And let me know if you have any of these or you're interested in any specific crafts for that. Let's go to my white background and get started. I'm so late on the game on this, you guys, and I know there is actually a better one of these, but because stamping is not a huge part of my life at the moment and I'm getting back into it, I'm gonna try this. It's from We Are Memory Keepers. It's an oldie. It's been around for a really long time. I would have loved to get the stamping platform, the Misty. Would have been lovely. But since I'm not invested yet, we're gonna start off with this guy. Watched a ton of videos on it. Some people love it, some people don't, but the reviews are pretty decent. And for what I need it to do, I think it's gonna work. So I went ahead and got one of these guys, and it's a completely affordable stamping platform. I'm gonna be using it with my clear stamps that I got at Dollar Tree to try them out. Speaking of clear stamps, I got myself some acrylic blocks. However, they are a lot thinner than I thought they would be. Actually, that one's not too thin. This was a set of 6, I believe, 2, 4, 6. Got 2 really teeny tiny ones, all square, and they kind of get progressively bigger. And then these larger ones here, they do have a grid on them, which is nice for lining up. I probably at some point might invest in a more heavy duty one. This thickness actually isn't too bad, but these are just super tiny. I don't know if I'm going to end up even using the tiny ones. We shall see. So this is definitely going to be part of my test too, so I'll be testing these out. But the price on this was really affordable. So if you're not going to be invested long-term into stamping, or you're not sure you want to try it out, or you might stamp, I don't know, irregularly like me, then this might be a good option. So we got some of those because the price was right. Also for my stamps, I got this Lawn Fundamentals stamp chamois. I saw somebody else review it on YouTube or TikTok, and it's just to clean your stamp. So you add water and you just wipe your stamp away. It keeps your stamps nice and hydrated. You know, the alcohol can dry it out. So we're going to try this. It was another affordable item. Let's move on to some cricketing kind of items. I really want to try some puff vinyl. This is not a name brand, but I just want to try it and see if it works, you know. I got the white because that just seems like it'd be a good color to do puff vinyl. It's 12 inches by 3 feet. So if this works and it's the off brand, then I'm going to be very happy. We'll have to test this out together, see if it works. These I've already used, so I know I like them. They are the guides. I feel like these are also something that a lot of people are already using quite frequently out there. I got the ones that had the child sizes with it too. So they have the child back, and then you have a child front, or actually there's child and youth. So child would be like your little preschoolers and toddler ages, and then youth would be, you know, probably over 5, and then it has the adults. There's a V-neck option, V-neck youth back. So you could put these onto your shirts to kind of get a guide of where to put your things. What I have found is that I will use it and then kind of eyeball it myself, because sometimes the shirts aren't cut properly. And then here's the infants. So for your onesies. So I have the whole size gamut here, not just adult, not just kids, because that's kind of what I tend to do. But I have used these and gone to them over and over again and have found them so handy and useful. I don't necessarily use the measurements very much, but I definitely use that center point to kind of gauge where I'm at the shirt. It's been very helpful. I haven't used the infant ones yet, but I do have a cousin who's going to have a baby, so maybe I have a need for that. It's very soon. I did see that a lot of people like to make these, which is a good option, but I just looked at the price, and for the cost to make them versus the price to buy them already pre-made on a heavy duty plastic, it just seemed to make sense to buy them. So definitely love this set. This is my cordless glue gun, and I'm kind of cheating by showing you this because this was actually a gift that I got for Christmas, but I love it that much, so I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it. I love it. You charge it up, you use it, you don't have a cord, you're not tripping over it, and it has been so nice to not have that cord and to use this. So this has been a godsend. My sister who bought this from me read so many reviews, and this she felt had the best reviews out of the ones that she looked at. We're almost out of glue sticks. Gotta gotta get some more glue sticks. Came with some glue sticks, a charger, and the glue gun, and I cannot say enough things about using this. We still have our mini glue gun that we use, and that one will pull out for just tiny projects that we're gonna need, but for like bigger projects, this has been amazing. I'm giving a chance on this one. This is a package of faux leather sheets, and I have no expectations for it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm okay with it. They are basically leather sheets in different colors. And I figured if I'm going to practice on some leather crafts, I want to practice, you know? And so there's some glitter sheets in here, some plain color ones. Of course, I'm going to put all the links down below too, so you can find this exact one, because I got one that was pretty affordable and had decent reviews at the same time. But they're your totally not standard colors of leather. And so I want to give it a shot and see how these hold up. They are pretty thick. They do feel like they have like a fleece lining on the back. It's very soft. So hopefully that won't ruin a blade, but I'm going to give my shot and try making something out of this faux leather. I did get some basics like these Teflon sheets to use with all of my heating stuff. So this is great to put on there. So just got a package of that. Nothing too fancy. And of course I had to get some of these. These are plain white slap bracelets. Doesn't seem too exciting, but of course people are using this to hold their vinyl closed. And so I'm going to probably make labels on them and to be able to know if it's HTV or if it's permanent vinyl. And then I have a lot of them here, a whole package. And so I can use that on all of my vinyl rolls to keep them all organized. I thought this was a genius idea, and whoever thought of it, thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, I bought a zillion, but I do have a zillion rolls of vinyl. So these are going to come very, very much in handy. These guys I've used too, and it came in a pin, and then this guy is the replacement blade, and it's cute too, huh? It's like a little rose gold. So this I've used already, and it's a pen. It came in a 2-pack. I don't know where the other one is. It's probably over on my table. There's a little tiny knife that goes inside. So you open it up, turn it on, and then you have an instant kind of X-Acto knife, which is really nice. So you don't have to worry about like an actual X-Acto knife, because those can be very sharp and pointy, and they're kind of hard to fiddle around with. This is as simple as pushing the button on a pen or not. Comes with a little case too. I have the extra one in here for my other pen. So it's kind of cute and pretty. And I keep this in my printer, and I know where it is. It's in my Cricut cup, the cup on the side of my Cricut. So I kept the extra one in here. Definitely thought this was a good value and a really handy tool, and it's come in handy for other things besides crafts. This guy is a best friend, so I bought another one. The other one is holding my flat sheets of vinyl, and so I'm going to get this for the other flat sheets I have. It just divides. I'm going to put little color tabs so they each have their own section, but it keeps everything nice and flat. I don't have gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs of vinyl, but I do have enough to fill up 2 of these cases. This case has been amazing. It also works really well for scrapbooking paper, which is what I used to use it for in the past. So when I had my 12x12 flat vinyl, I knew exactly what I needed to keep it organized. I like that it's clear too, because you can see right through it. I just prefer that. Also has a handle on here and like a little Velcro closure and lots of divided tabs that you can label things with. I wanted to get some glue, some adhesive for those fine details. So I finally invested in some Barely Art adhesive, and this is new for me, but I'm very excited to try it out, especially with some cards. It has a fine tip nozzle on here, so I can do all of that detail work on cards and not get glue sloppy everywhere. Precision craft glue, it says. So I've heard good things about this, and I'm excited to add it to all of my adhesives, be able to use it for all those detailed pieces on cards. Going into the jewelry world, I've also been doing a lot of jewelry making in my house, and I want to get fancier. This is a 1-step looper. So if you have, you know how you have a bead that's on a wire? Oh, here we go. I also got some of those wires too. So this is a package of head pins that you use to make wire jewelry. So there's all different sizes in here, different colors, different lengths. And what you do is you string the bead onto one of these head pins, and then you use a tool like this that will automatically loop it so that the bead stays in the middle. You can do it yourself with your own pair of tools, but this will just automatically do it. And I am obsessed with watching this on TikTok. So I want to try this. And so I went ahead and got different head pins, and I got a package that had different colors and sizes because I'm not quite sure what we'll use. And it was just a really affordable option. So very excited about that. I do wish this came in its own container already, but that's okay. We'll make do. They're all in little baggies. So some head pins, and then also the looper to loop them in. I went ahead and picked up a package of acrylic pieces because I have a project in mind for these. They're very, very thin. I want to use the Cricut to engrave on them and to make a kid's project with. So I'm excited to try this. This package came with 30 pieces and I got 30 for a reason. Of course, they fall all out to work on my project. I know that using that deep cut pen or the engraving pen has been a challenge for some people, but I'm ready to take on the challenge. So I'll have to, if it works, I'll have to document that for you too. These have been amazing and I've kind of bought several versions of them. They are silicone mats, work mats. They come in different colors. The original ones I bought were this size and that was just way too small for what I wanted to use it for. This would be good for activity trays like this that my kids use to keep them clean. That would fit right on there. So I have these and I didn't return them because I figured my kids could use them. I have them in gray and black. Then I bought the next size up, which is probably as big as my screen here. And it's already dirtied up because I've been using it. It's great for gluing things and just general crafting to keep everything clean. So I liked it so much that I decided to get the Big Daddy one, which is probably double that size too. So these come in all different sizes and I cannot recommend them enough. They have been great to do projects on, especially with the kids. And I don't have a dedicated craft room or even a work surface. I'm working on my dining room table on a tablecloth. And so this is actually the best thing that I could have gotten to do that work situation. Can't say enough good things about these. These will probably be in my Amazon favorites video because they're just all around a great tool to have and a really easy way to clean up. These are the guys I bought just to have. I haven't used them yet. They are adapters for the Cricut. A lot of people talk about using these for any single pen that you may have. I have a lot of pens I get from Dollar Tree because they're more affordable. So I wanted to get the adapters that go inside the Cricut in case I wanted to use those pens. I do have a lot of Cricut pens, but not in every single size and width. And sometimes you just want a smaller fine point and I didn't have it in Cricut. So this will help me to use any pen in my selection. If you haven't gotten one of these sets yet, definitely it's worth it because these are super cheap and it's far more affordable than buying every single Cricut pen there is out there. Big Amazon haul, some big projects coming up, and I think I have another haul, maybe two, I'm not sure. I'm gonna get started on these videos right over here too, so you guys make sure you click subscribe. You don't miss out on all the upcoming content that I have for you guys. I would love it if you were to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.